I don't know.
Well, no,
That's
no,
different.
it's not the same.
But-
It's not the same.
I don't know. Congratulations to him. And this is not one of my usual things. Like forget girl sports. It's not used because that's what I'm usually on. But not this time because I understand what greatness is and I understand what it takes to be great. And this is one of those situations.
And that's the only way to really look at it. Like, you can't look at it from a girl, boy standpoint. I mean, the fact of the matter is like you said, I mean, he is great. Like, what he has done is, unprecedented. And, that's how I look at it. Like, I just can't say, oh, it's a girl sport. Because, and like I said, at the end of the day, there's a lot of girls' teams out there that play good basketball, and
that's a matter of perspective. But
what I'm saying, the difference, the difference in the girls' game, and probably the one reason that I would, probably tip my hat to him a little more, than normal, is because I don't know if any coach in the history of men's college basketball, or men's professional sports, could get, a team to play as fundamentally sound, as these girls. I mean, because the female basketball is very fundamentally sound.
Yeah, they kind of have no choice. They kind of have no choice. Because, no one's dunking on anyone. No one, there's not a whole lot of excitement. So the choice is either you complete a fundamentally sound chest pass or what? I have no reason to watch. First of all, I have no reason to watch now. Like, when y'all was trying to convince me that, you got to watch Brittany Griner go against Skylar Diggins. It's like the Beauty and the Beast. I was like, that's the exact reason I shouldn't watch, as a matter of fact. I'm not going to patronize the girls. Like, I find no entertainment in it, so I won't watch. The same way I won't watch a lot of other sports that men play. I don't know, whatever. I'll omit them. I don't watch hockey. You know why? Doesn't entertain me. Sports that do, I'll watch them. But yeah, we won't have to spend a whole lot of time on that. I just, I had those thoughts earlier today, and I just wanted to kind of express them today. This is the Sports Kings Podcast. I'm Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. You listen to us via Spreaker.com, or you might be listening to us via Facebook, or you might be clicking a link from our Instagram or Twitter accounts, which are all three at Sports Kings Live. Yesterday. See, what happened is yesterday you guys didn't get to hear us talk about the game, but there is a development today that is, for lack of a better word, transpired yesterday. John Adams, who is the head of NCAA, basketball officials, he went on Sirius XM Radio's college Sports Today show, and he said this about the call that a lot of people feel was missed in the national championship game.
All four of our officials were involved in the review. Jeff Clark was our standby. We never saw on our monitor what everybody saw at home, if you can believe that.
Wow.
And when we spent 1 minute and 45 seconds on the review, I get an email and a timing chart and the whole bit. We invested quite a bit of money this year in DV Sports review system at all of our sites. And our reviews throughout the tournament were as quick as we've ever had them. They were really, really sharp. But we never saw the view that everybody saw at home. And I saw it after they had left the monitor and actually thought about, is it in my prerogative to get up, run over to the table, buzz the buzzer, and tell them to come back and look? And that's how critical I thought the play was, and concluded that this is a job for the guys on the floor, and I've never done this before. Why would I do it tonight and perhaps change the balance of the game?
Now, as soon as I heard that yesterday, because I am who I am, and my pessimistic nature, I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. The fact that we at home had 3 different angles of the same shot, and they didn't get not one of them, I was like, yeah, that don't sound right. But I also said, I don't think we're going to ever find out the truth, because I don't think anybody would talk. Boy, was I wrong. I was wrong.
Good.
Because today, John Adams' boss, David Gavitt, he's the NCAA's vice president of the men's basketball championship overall. Was on one of my favorite shows, Outside the Lines, with my guy Bob Lee. I didn't see the episode, but I actually saw the article, and I was like, "Yep, yeah." There's something about me. Like, I have a keen nose for the scent of BS. Like, I can just smell the aroma of what it smells like, and when somebody starts talking, immediately my antennas go up. Like, that don't sound right to me at all. So, and then my man is still trying to like kind of cover for him a little bit. Here's the quote from David Gavitt. He says, "Unfortunately, John misspoke yesterday." End quote. Nah, no one misspoke or misremembered Roger Clemens. That didn't happen. Quote: "The officials did indeed have the camera angle that was shown on the CBS broadcast. It was the last angle they did see. They likely did not stay long enough with a review to see the angle magnified, but they made their determination based on the 2-minute review and the camera angle that was shown on CBS, and that determined that there wasn't indisputable evidence to overturn the call. You need to have indisputable evidence by rule to change the call. The facts are they did have the angle that the viewers had." Yeah, player.
Wow.
Like, come on, my man. Like, no one with any self-worth could possibly believe what you were saying. That there was no way we saw that. Like, that's why I was like, yes, when we tried to do the show yesterday, I was like, you gotta leave it alone. If the call was missed or whatever it was, don't do that whole I'm gonna justify it, because inevitably something's gonna come out. And I figured it would be like, sometime like during the season next year or during the summer, like some journalists would just go do some research and dig something up. Nah, Bob Lee was like 2 days later, come on the show, talk to me. And my man just spilled all of the beans. Now, it's not that big a deal for John Adams. Didn't realize this yesterday when we tried to talk about it. He's on his way out anyway. Like, this is his last event. This is his last NCAA tournament that he's doing on the job. So in 2 weeks, there'll be a new head of officials, head of NCAA basketball officials. They'll be hiring. So, yeah, he loses. Inevitably, he loses nothing by just saying, they didn't see the play. They didn't have that view.
Well, saying is, all of those cameras that they have lined up all the way around the court, from sideline to sideline, baseline to baseline. There's no way anybody could believe that, man. There was no way.
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. And again, this is why, man. This is why you gotta, like, as a sports fan, as a listener, as a viewer, you gotta use your own discernment when it comes to people just talking, because what they depend on is the fact that you're just gonna be a dummy and listen. Like, yeah, well, I mean, we didn't see it. Come on, man. It's 2015. Come on. You saw something. Like, don't say you didn't have it at all when at home. And when the whole mantra is that what you see at home, we'll see here. What we see here, you'll see at home. This whole objective of transparency type thing that they want to shuffle off on us, this is where it backfires on you. Because you've already told us what the deal is. And now, because something went wrong, in a lot of people's opinion, you want to like backtrack and protect the referee. They don't need no protecting. It's part of the gig. You get something right, or you should get a lot right, but then you miss some. It's part of the gig. But this man felt like he had to go on Sirius XM and tell people that no one out of the 4 dudes we had out there, like, it don't matter how many dudes you had out there, it could have been one. The issue was the actual replay and whether they could see it or they saw what we saw at home. And now we find out that they did. Also in the world of the NCAA, as we kind of wrap this up real quick, there's a story about this homeless kid in Baylor that I think came out maybe a week or two before we started podcasting in March, because I remember reading it. And I don't know, Rob, did I talk about this? The kid from Baylor that did we have a discussion about this on the podcast? Because we did?
No, about the homeless kid, no.
Nah, okay. So what it was, I read it before we started podcasting, just in normal, everyday, being geeky about stuff. And just to give you the background of the story, this kid named Silas Nikita is a kid that he's a walk-on for the Baylor Bears. And this kid was like the real kind of homeless. I'm like not like fake homeless, like I just don't have a home homeless. Like this is a kid that was like sleeping in ditches and in hotel lobbies and hitchhiking and that type of homeless, the real one. So finally, somebody,
the real homeless.
Yeah, the real official homeless. Somebody decided to give the kid a break, man, and allow him to sleep on their couch, and they fed him, helped him out, helped him get back on his feet. So now, after he walks on to Baylor, the Baylor football team, in an attempt to do something that he loves doing, playing football, the NCAA comes in and tells this kid, "You're ineligible." Guess why he's ineligible, Rob? Can you guess?
Because he's homeless.
No. He received improper benefits. Somebody gave him a roof over his head.
Oh, come on,
That's
man.
an improper benefit. I hate those dudes so much. It's not funny, my man. I hate the NCAA with every fiber of my being. This kid, someone fed him and they didn't even it wasn't even like somebody paid for him an apartment or a house. It was like, yeah, dude, you can crash on our couch and eat some of our food. But here's the thing, he's not even a scholarship athlete. He's a walk-on. So there's that. So it's not even like he's getting an extra benefit because he's not getting a benefit in the first place. He's not getting a scholarship in the first place. Yeah, man. All you people, anybody, if anybody's left on this earth that still wants to attempt to defend the NCAA, this story alone, this kid was homeless. Didn't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of. And when he found those things, someone decided, you know what? This is just like the Rick Majerus thing. I don't know if anybody remembers that. When one of the kids died, he didn't die. His mom died. Excuse me. And Rick Majerus, took his player out to lunch to just kind of console him before giving him a ride to the airport to go bury his mama. The NCAA violated him. What? I can't hate those people any more than I do. How do you do that?
Okay. Just like your boy that went and sat down and had dinner with Deion.
Dez.
Yeah, who was that? Dez Bryant?
Dez Bryant, yeah.
Yeah, he just sat down and ate with Deion.
And but their thing was like, but then he lied about it. So what? So what? Like everybody want to get this extra moral bone when it comes to stuff like lying. Whatever, dude.
Right.
I just despise them, man. Like I said, I first read this story, and then it came up again today that I guess in February the official word ended up coming down that the kid was actually going to be declared ineligible. Because at first, I forgot to tell you this part. At first, when the story came out, the NCAA was like, "No, we didn't. We didn't tell him he was ineligible." I'm like, okay, this kid just lied, then, because somebody's lying. Because Baylor said they didn't. Baylor's like, no, we didn't declare him ineligible. The NCAA's like, we didn't either. So why is he not on the football field? Why is he not going through spring practice then? Because he just all of a sudden said, I hate football now? No. So now what this kid's going to have to do is he's going to try to find an NAIA school, a school that's not under the NCAA umbrella.
Right.
Try to continue playing football. And I just think it's a very, very unfortunate and very idiotic ruling. You know what I mean? This is not, and you know how I feel already, Rob. But I'm gonna say this anyway. This is not a kid getting a free car or a kid being paid for a jersey, which again I think should be totally legal. But whatever. Mm-hmm. This is a kid who was living literally in a ditch. That somebody said, I'm gonna be a good person, man. I'm not even a regular person. Like, I know you don't have nowhere to go. I got some room. Come crash, my man. You know what I mean? You need some food? There's some food in the refrigerator? Have at it, my man. Do you? It's like, man.
Just live.
We
just want to help you. Yeah, we want to help you live. Not give you Jordans, not give you chains, not give you cars.
Right.
Like, we just want to help you get off the street and have somewhere safe. somewhere safe to live. Like, yeah, that's